Oh my God. Oh my God. I am live again. Oh my God. I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? Ah, oh, wow. It's amazing. Oh, someone has joined already. Oh, they think it's a three purpose in life. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do let me know. Do let me know where you're joining from. Do let me know where you're joining from. Of course, I'm streaming from Lagos as usual. If you are a new subscriber, like if you're just joining for the first time, please kindly use the subscribe button, okay? Click on the red button. And if you're a returning subscriber, if you've always been here for me, thank you so much. I love you and I really appreciate. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for joining. Please let me know where you're joining from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. I just feel like doing this out of my brain space. I've been bored since morning. I've been bored since morning. I was like, what should I do to just get away with um this feeling? I was just feeling bored. No one to talk to, nothing. After reading, I got tired. Like I just want to do something. I just want to do something, and this is it. Okay. While I title this video, what do you think is your three purpose in life? I don't know. I talk about purpose so much, right? What do you think is your three purpose in life? What really inspired this topic was, I think, one of my students. They're on 10 days writing challenge, and one of them just sent me a letter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was mind blowing. Like this evening, it was mind blowing. You understand that kind of feeling, right? It's just like a feeling that you get paid for your skill. Like it's just like a feeling that you get paid for what you love to do. It's not a feeling that you get paid for a monthly like not a feeling that you get your monthly allowance or your monthly salary. It is a feeling that you get. It's just like a feeling that you get paid after you deliver your work, right? So that's a feeling I felt this evening when she sent me the a letter. Oh my goodness. You know, I did not receive many things. I did not receive many things in my life, especially things I desperately wanted. Things I desperately wanted. I wasn't fortunate to receive them. And and because of that I went through unbearable feelings. Like the pain was unbearable. To me, it was so unbearable. But at some point I learned, like I learned to accept life the way it is. Life is somehow complicated. So at this stage, I think I have found the purpose of my life. It is not easy, but at least I have found the purpose of my life. What can be a purpose if you are at that um you are this person, or you are that person that can actually help someone else to discover his or herself. Of course, that's purpose. I have found purpose for myself, and I'm so grateful to God. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm so happy and so happy. Do you know what? I don't just have much to say. I'm gonna read the letter for you. I started writing. I started writing on social media. That was 2020 during the lockdown. That was when I started writing. It was kind of inspirational content, and most of the time I motivate. But I'm not good at motivation. It was just an inspiration, and a lot of people that went through difficulties, um, a lot of people that felt as if failure was the end, a lot of people that felt growing up from a humble background is a disease, a lot of people that felt that life is not worth living. I'm so grateful to God that through my content, through my work, they were able to discover, they were able to realize that, hmm, coming from a humble background, there is a reason. There's a reason why you came from that poor family. And through my content, they were able to realize that no, failure is not the end of it. Instead, failure is failure is failure wakes the sleeping giant inside of us. Through my content, they were able to realize that maybe just not having a university degree can't stop you from fulfilling destiny. It can't stop you at all, okay? It can stop you. I have always prayed that I want to be a voice. I want to be a voice to the upcoming, to the next generation, and to this generation, this present generation. I want to be a voice. If not voice, then it's not me. I really want to be a voice, especially to those teenagers, those youth that are suffering in life, they are suffering in relationship, they're unable to control their emotions. There's some youth that desperately search for relationship. This is for both gender. They desperately search for relationship, and at the end they end up being in a relationship. They end up um associating with wrong person. They end up giving out their hearts, giving out their dignity. They end up sacrificing their dignity for a person that doesn't deserve them. So I am here to tell them that it is not done that way, okay? It is not done. I want those kind of people to realize that the world does not end over there. If you fail, like if you failed in school, if you had a failed relationship, anything that you've experienced that is struggling your emotions, I just want you to know that the world does not end there. Not at all. The world does not end there. Okay? The world does not end there. There's a purpose for your life. So, oh my goodness, I feel so excited doing this. Okay, so let's just read the letter, okay? Let's read the letter. I mean, the letter that inspired me. I normally go live by 8 p.m., but I'm doing this by 9. So let's just read the letter. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take the letter. Let's take the letter for you to know that I affirm purpose, and I want you to find purpose. Okay, life without purpose is like it's like a house without a strong foundation. Okay, life without purpose is um like going to bed without eating for 3 days. Of course, you know how it feels, right? So discovering yourself is very, very sweet. Like self-discovering, when you find purpose, when you know what to do, when you know what you are meant to do, when you find yourself, when you discover yourself, you know the time to wake up, you know the time to eat, you know the kind of food to eat, you know the kind of clothes you should wear, you know when you should speak, when you find purpose. Okay. Okay, so let's read it later. She said, dear coach, when you think that you know everything, listen, you realize that you knew nothing. I never knew I would at least get here, but through you, I have. The kind of relationship you keep today will determine where you are going tomorrow. I was a confused person who was not on the right path, nor know how to discover myself. I never knew I had passion for something, and that it can be very useful if I put more effort on it. And it can be an healing strategies and healing side to someone else. But after the training, after 2 weeks training at SIWA masterclass, that Spring Intellectual Writers Academy with you, I have come to realize that I can be who I want to be if I can be who I want to be. Um, I can be who I want to be. Okay, but after the 2 weeks master class with you, I've come to realize that I can be who I want to be if I'm consistent in all my dealing. Oh my goodness, you can imagine that if she's consistent, like I talk about consistency a lot. Okay, I talk about consistency. You have to be consistent. And um, she said, if I'm consistent, okay, if I'm consistent. Pardon me, what's wrong? If I'm consistent, okay, I was able to discover myself, my uniqueness, and even let go of low self-esteem, which I had been battling with for years. Oh my goodness! You know, after at the end of the training, I had to put them on 10 days writing challenge. And this 10 days writing challenge, which is 6 days for content creation, while 4 days for video. And it is a must for you to go live, stream live while people are watching you. So this has helped them to build and grow their self-confidence. It has helped them to discover, like, wow, I love doing this thing. I think let me try. And they kept trying, and now most of them, they're enjoying it. So let's go. Okay, Coach Esther, though we haven't met, but I want to tell you that have drunk from the bowel of your knowledge. You've really impacted into thousands and soon to be millions of youth out there. Sometimes I sit down to view your pictures from my phone and I began to ask myself how you were able to scale through despite the pains, the anger. I read your stories and the situation you passed through in your teenage while growing up. The kind of strength you possess, that's the kind of strength you possess that's catapult the kind of strength you possess that catapult you to this level, at this level that you are, and even you are carving for more. You're already scaling through the success without competing with anyone. Ma, you are worth emulation. You are worth being celebrated. I celebrate you and I really admire your sense of humor, which is top notch. Thanks for all your selfless sacrifice. Thanks for inspiring us. Thanks for awakening my confidence. Thanks for your passion in making sure that this generation are exceptional and voice and not in noise. God bless you for all that you're doing in inspiring the youth and making sure that knowledge is imparted. I love you now and always. Oh my goodness. You can imagine that, right? That's one. It's so amazing. When you discover yourself, there's some things that you feel so fulfilled, okay, even though the things you're doing is nothing, at least you feel fulfilled, okay, if you find purpose. It is not until you move mountain, okay, not until you move mountain. So let's check another person. This other person sent it. I have a lot of messages, lots of messages in my inbox. um I have lots of messages in my inbox. So let's read from this other person. Oh, I can get anything. I'm sorry, I'm just here to cash cruise, but at least at the end of it, I want you to pick up a lesson, okay? Please, at the end of it, pick a lesson, okay? Pick a lesson at the end of this cruise. I think I'm just catching cruise. So self-discovering is amazing. Oh, imagine life. Imagine you sleeping for 3 days without eating. How will you feel? Of course, you'll be very hungry and desperately yearning to eat. I'm sorry, I'm just being so crazy. Oh my goodness. So you see, right? Self-discovering is amazing. So amazing. I'm actually looking for the person. I'm looking for the next person. Just chill. Just chill with me. Okay? Chill with me here. Chill with me. Oh, I forgot to say happy Sunday to you all. That escaped my mind. So today is Sunday. That actually. Oh, that thing occurred to me. Happy Sunday to you. I trust you all had a wonderful day in the presence of God. Let me just you. I didn't want to go to church today. Yeah, I didn't want to go to church today. But when I woke up in the morning, I was just like, no, let me go to church. Today is second Sunday. And besides, I don't like staying back from church. Not at all. I don't like staying back from church. And I don't know, I was just feeling lazy. So, and because today there was a lady, they invited to come and speak to the youth as she came to talk about self-discovery. I was like, wow, I love young ladies that discover themselves. I love people that discover themselves, okay? There's nothing like self-discovering, okay? So you gotta discover yourself. So the next person later, let's read this. She said, in search of a purposeful life, I began to search for good writers on Facebook. I noticed a phenomenal lady, Esther Antai, in Team to In Writers group. The content of her The content of a write-up in the group was what got my attention to her, and I decided to view her profile, and then I sent her a friend request and we became friends on this space, on this blue herb, that's Facebook, okay? I'm not I'm not a man, but I've really I'm not a man, but I've really admired her from afar. So I so to put okay, so to put it this way, I was a secret admirer of her. I consistently follow all her online activities, her YouTube channel, her Facebook page, and her Facebook timeline. Her consistency spices the spirit in me to always stay hungry for knowledge while I seek for clarity in the journey of my life. I needed to develop my writing skill, which were one of my discussion with her. In March, I enrolled for a paid training, which is a monthly training. The price was just 5,000 naira, but the value was something I did not expect from her. And when I asked her why she shares such knowledge with such amount of money, she responded that she responded that okay, it is a way of her giving back to humanity, giving back to society. Yeah. After the paid training, because it was a group training, I told her that I would love her to coach me personally, and she told me that I will have to pay some of 10,000 naira, of which I begged her because I wasn't financially buoyant, and I ended up paying 5,000. Um, I ended up paying 5,000. I sent it to her and she added me on WhatsApp immediately. You know that feeling of being close to a secret lover, right? A secret admirer, a role model. I feel so excited about this, and writing is not won't express my gratitude of the gift of Esther Antai to my life and the world at large. She's one lady filled with too much positive vibe, um, and those positive traits stood out for me. I was glad to meet her face to face in Ogun State during her NYSC retreat. Aww. Humanity is one core value. I had noticed how you may not know this because our perceptions are different and your perception cannot be wrong if you feel differently. She's a very reserved person. When I met her, she never wanted to talk. She was so quiet, so reserved, and so calculative in words. Oh, all this one for me. I'm proud to call you my coach because you deserve much more than you know. You are extremely beautiful, intelligent, you are calm in nature, and your patience is one of the things I need to follow. Oh my goodness, is it patient, right? When I'm training, I pray for patience. Stubborn individual. I think most of them are here. You know when you are training people. Just like a teacher, I was once a stubborn student in school, so I have to exercise the patient, the same patient that my lecturers, my teachers those days in secondary school exercise for me. So I also have to, they said it is what you do come back to you. So if you I was also a stubborn type, so um exhibiting patient, like praying for patient, building it will help so much. It will also help you, okay? It will also help you too. And she said, I'm happy to see you doing what you love doing. You have trained more than 500 people since you started your journey of coaching just in the period of 2 years. While many youth are giving excuses, you are a true definition of who a role model should be. Aww. I'm sincerely grateful for all you've done for us, for all you've done for the youth, for all you've done for those that were desperately searching for significance in the wrong direction. Thank you for waking up the sleeping giant in me. Thank you for helping me discover myself. Thank you for helping me to be in the right path, for checking up on me, encouraging me to ride, encouraging me to come life. Seriously, I never knew you were this kind hearted. Your heart is pure and your smile can heal. Really? Oh my God. So my smile can heal. I'm blushing. No. I'm honored that God used it to fulfill my dreams of being a writer. I remember how I used to struggle with writing and always feel ashamed of posting my content on social media due to procrastination and the fear of who will read my trash and what will people say. But you gave me an assurance that my message needs to be heard and my voice needs to be heard. My message needs to be read and my voice needs to be heard. Keep doing amazing things, Esther Antai. Your impact is felt and never to be forgotten by many. Hmm, this is so sweet. Like, I mean, so sweet. Ha, this is so sweet. I mean, so sweet. So, self discovering is very important, okay? Sorry about that. Self-discovering is very important, and I sincerely want you all listening to me to discover yourself. I sincerely want you all to discover yourself. If you are here to discover yourself, if you are yet to know what you're good for, you have to sit yourself down and ask yourself question. Have examine yourself. That's what I call self-examination. Examine yourself, okay? Examine yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Examine it and check if there's a place if there are things you need to upgrade. Okay, life is not just about um sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. Life is not just about that. There is more to life, okay? There's more to life. And this other person says another one. Wow. They keep on sending them. I'm not going to read it. After this one, I'm not reading again. No. This one said, uh, what else, dear Coach Esther Antai, what else can I say than to write you a letter from my heart? I used to be a very confused person who was searching for significance in the wrong direction. But after the 2 weeks training and 10 days writing challenge, I have come to realize that I am the only one person in my image. Yeah, she's the only one person in her image. More letters are still coming in tomorrow. She's the only one person in her image. We don't just teach people on how. I don't just. Okay, let's just use we don't just coach people on how to write. We don't just coach people on how to write, okay? We coach people on how to discover themselves. I was this kind of person. I was a young girl. I was a very reserved person, and though I'm still reserved, I'm an introvert in nature. Extremely introverted person. So speaking was my problem. Oh my goodness. Ah, I can remember those days when I speak, they will laugh at me. Why? Because my voice wasn't loud, my speech wasn't good. But I've come to work on myself and also want to help others to work on themselves too. I want people to be better. I want people to be a voice, not a noise. Like I don't we don't need noise anymore. We don't need noise anymore. We need life. We need voices. We don't need noises. Like a kind of noise that BBC will say this for no. We need a voice, okay? We need a voice. So she said, I was able to discover myself. I was able to discover my talents. I was able to discover my voice and my uniqueness. Thanks for your selfless sacrifice. Thanks for being a blessing to us and to me, most especially. Thanks for all your impact. Thanks for shining your light. Thanks for walking. Thanks for waking up the sleeping giants. Thanks for being so kind and godly. I love your sense of dressing. Oh, wait. When I thought I had, I bumped into someone, when you bump into someone unexpectedly, and the person was like, Esther, you're still dressing this way. I was like, what's wrong with my dressing? No. You don't have to dress this way. Sorry, I don't understand. But this is someone loving my dressing, right? When you discover yourself, you know that there are some clothes that are not meant for you. I love the way I dress. If I dress like mommy, of course, I'm going to be a mommy one day. So I don't need to dress like any other person. Mm, yes. So she said, okay, all your posts always amazed me and kept me thinking. Dear coach, I love you and all you represent. Thank you so much for being part of my success story. Hmm. May your passion for impact continue to burn like fire. Amen. Amen. Years to come, I will always remember you because you are the best thing that has ever happened to me this year. Ah! Thanks for Siwa. I pray that Siwa will go global and with Siwa you will experience God's wonder. Amen. Oh my goodness. Siwa, I must confess, is a brand aimed at creating and building exceptional writers across the world, both in writing, self, and talent discovery. You explained and taught me all I needed to know about creative writing, self, and talent discovery. It was during the training that I realized that you are a very strong lady that see water cannot swallow. Like water cannot swallow and sea cannot swallow. Hmm. Despite all you went through in life, you still stand tall in Christ. And I love the very part of you that you use your pain to inspire. Huh? Wow. Hey, this is so beautiful. Hmm. You see what I mean? You see what I said? So this covering is very, very sweet. So just two letters. More are still coming in tomorrow. More are here, but I just want to read again, not again, not again, not again, not again. Or if you want me to read, just say hi. Say hi in the comment section. Let me know if you want to read, if you want to hear more letters, okay? So that is it, someone asked me, was it someone asked me days ago, Esther, what I think a friend of mine, she was like, Esther, what is your motivation? Like your consistency is something I can't explain. What is it? What's the secret? I was like, it is God. Like it is only the strength that I get from God and peace of mind from Him alone. And she was not like, what is your motivation? Like, what motivates you? Okay, to answer that question, right? What is my motivation? What motivates me? when I said something that um we don't need the youth that will be a noise anymore. We need a voice, okay? I'm tired of hearing funny stories. So what really motivates me is that I really want to be a correction fluid. What is correction fluid? Of course, we all were in the we all we all were in school, or some, we are still in school, right? We know correction fluid, that white stuff, correction praying. When you make mistake, you use it to clean it, right? So I feel like I'm a correction fluid. Yes, not just a correction fluid, but a correction fluid to the younger ones that are actually making some mistakes, because you know teenagers are really making a lot of mistakes. They are they're making a lot of mistakes that they need someone to talk to them. And I feel I have been sent as a correction fluid so as to erase their mistakes. Okay, this is me. I celebrated my 22nd birthday. That was on July 9. I'll be 23 next year. And next year is just at the corner, right? 23, 24, 25. But I've seen young teenagers at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17. They've gone far. Most of them, they had um, a child out of wedlock. So these are the mistakes. They can't discover themselves. They don't know what the kind of food they should eat. They go around messing up their life, messing up their destiny. So I am here to help them erase the mistakes and correct them, that you don't have to do it this way. You have to do it this way. You don't have to wear this clothes. You don't have to dress this way. You have to dress this way. Okay? You don't have to eat this food because this food is not meant for you. You have to eat this one if you want to have a healthy relationship with God. If you want to have a healthy lifestyle, you have to do these things and just let go of this one. So I feel like I'm a correction fluid and I am sent to help them erase the mistakes. Where can I get these teenagers? In church? You know, I have them in my, I'm speaking out of experiences because I had them in my church, in my local church. I have so many teenagers that they are messing up their life. And me looking at them, most of them, they don't pay attention to instruction. It's heartbroken. Like it, I felt whenever I see a young girl or a young boy messing up, like let's just use teenagers, right? Whenever I see them messing up their life, I feel so incomplete and as if I'm not doing the right thing. I just feel like maybe I should just talk to them, even by the roadside. I just feel like but at some point you have to apply wisdom, just as the Bible says. So you can't just approach someone, start talking, preaching, understand. So that is it. My motivation is I felt I have no I want to I feel like I want to be a correction fluid, and I felt I have always seen myself this way. I've always seen myself correcting the sorry, I've always seen myself correcting the youth, okay, when they are going into the wrong direction. Okay, yes, I will. It's not as if I don't judge them. I don't have to judge them. So my motivation is that when I talk to them, I'll be like, yes, you don't have to beat yourself. Maybe you must have had a child out of wedlock, and then you feel like the world has ended in your side. No, you don't have to beat yourself, okay? Maybe you are addicted to something, to a particular things, maybe that drugs, you're addicted to drugs, you're addicted to sexual sex, you're addicted to watching pornography, you're addicted to stealing, anything you're just addicted to. I am just here as the correction fluid. They are being sent to God. So I am here to tell them that they don't have to beat themselves for the mistakes they have made in the past. Okay, they don't need to feel the world has ended just because of the mistakes they made yesterday. So I'm here to give them hope that they need to relive their life. They need to go back to God and seek for forgiveness and apply a new lifestyle. Okay, so I'm not here to condemn them. I'm not here to ask them why did they do this way, or why didn't you do this way. I'm just here to tell them that they can actually do better. Yes, they can actually do better. So that is it for tonight. Remember, I said to discover your purpose, it is an wholesome feeling. So I discovered mine and I want you to discover yours. I hope you learned something from tonight's discussion. Bye, and you have a peaceful night rest. See you all some other time. I love you, and I love you all with the love of God. Mwah.